out of the body. Center for Consciousness Studies.
Olá, eu sou Moisés Esagui e hoje é o terceiro dia.
Hello, my name is Moisés Esagui and this is the third day of the short course, Learn About Astral Projection. Astral projection is the subject people search the most. In fact, Center for Consciousness Studies was born owing to a research about this kind of activity that we can perform. Well, today I'm going to talk about the energetic dimensions and also about the vehicles for the manifestation of consciousness. You can ask, Moisés, what are energetic dimensions? I will try to explain it for you in the simplest way possible, talking about densities. So, we are going to start by the density we know the most, the physical density. This physical body is a dense body. It's a body we can touch. This place, this environment where we are, we consider solid. That's how we define it. The difference is the wind solid? No, because you can pass through it with your movements. On the other hand, a physical thing like a human body, a stone, a wall, a tree. You can't really make any free movement without being stopped by this thing that is in front of you. So, we consider this dimension dense and solid. If you want to explore different densities, you will see, for example, our etheric double. The etheric double is a vehicle that is attached to us and exceeds 2 centimeters. You will be able to see it if you stay in a place that is a little dark, or a shady spot, where there's the possibility of using the contraposition of light, not the contrast of light. Then, you can see the etheric double. It's more subtle than the physical body, but still visible to us. After the etheric double, you can be in another dimension, the astrosoma or psychosoma. Some people call it spirit. I think these names should be understood by what they are. No need for someone to say, no, spirit is spirit, astrosoma is astrosoma, psychosoma is psychosoma. Because there are so many names for them and it isn't relevant to discuss labels, but to really understand what they are. This is a more subtle dimension. Therefore, you don't have much physical visibility in the spiritual dimension. From there, you move to another level, another dimension. That is the golden double dimension, a kind of etheric double that connects the astral body to the mental body, which is an even more subtle dimension. So, according to what we have been learning, a physical body weighing 60 kilos, when moving to the psychosoma level, for example, must have 5,000 times less density than the physical body. And if you move to the mental body, it will have between 40 and 100,000 times less density. I'm not sure if this information is absolutely correct. We are not sure of anything. Sometimes, I even mention kilos when I talk about this, but anyway, we should study a lot to be more certain about those speculations we make. It's not possible to put a spiritual body on a scale and after, do the same with a mental body. So, I'd say that density and weight are relative things, but this is just to give us an idea of the differences we have. I think the more evolved someone is, the more subtle they are. Then, we come to a very interesting condition that is the ability to perceive dimensions that we do not realize in the physical body.
De poder perceber dimensões que a gente não percebe no corpo físico.
When you are in your physical body, you, who is watching me now, certainly won't be able to see everything that surrounds you. Make an effort, find a place where you can stay absolutely calm, and try to notice the noise, the sounds near you. The light, contrasts, movements. Try to do this and you will find out that you can see much more than you usually do. This is a way to increase our perception in a specific dimension, and we are talking about the physical dimension. Then, when you move to the astral body, your consciousness. The consciousness has nothing to do with spirit, nor with the physical body. It's an energetic organization that can assimilate and take in as much information as you want, because it isn't something that expands as you add information. This is something we have in our minds. The more information, the bigger size. No, it organizes itself and adds that information. This is the consciousness. I would say it's a very sophisticated technology. And we are a sophisticated technology. So, this consciousness can be in the physical body, so you are in the physical dimension. But it can also be in the astral body, expressing itself through the astral body, performing an activity with a certain percentage of consciousness in this vehicle. More presence you have in this vehicle, more you see. So, if you have, for example, a 30% of perception in the astral vehicle, you will probably have, when leaving the physical body, only fragmented dreams, images that can either be lucid, clear and knitted, or sometimes blurry. You will experience a reverie process. Our fears and our emotions also get in the way. Our beliefs, our individual difficulties. So, our lucidity is very much linked to the work we develop within ourselves. And don't think this work starts in the spiritual world, it starts in the physical one. Because here is where you really have the opportunity to do this. You may tell me, no, in the spiritual world, in the astral world, I can do much more than here in the physical world. Look, this is also relative. I consider we are a whole and we can express ourselves and do things in all dimensions. Physical body, astral body, and mental body. Some people mention the existence of vehicles beyond the mental body. I can only discuss things based on my experiences, and the level of my experiences is still on the mental and astral bodies. Maybe there are other vehicles. Personally, I don't see it that way. Not at all. I see the mental body as a very sophisticated space, but maybe there are more, right? If our consciousness is 100% in the astral body, you will see the environment clearly and do things you had never dreamed of. For example, you can produce materializations, you can generate some effects. People love effects like circus performances. And, in fact, this is happening all the time around us, but we don't notice it because we expect there should be the assembly of a spectacle for it to happen and blow our minds. But it's not like that. Life is full of great moments and we are just blind. Those wonderful moments in our lives happen during the 60, 70, 80 years of our journey here, and when you are at the end, you think you should have had something that you didn't. We have special things all the time and we don't see. If you move to the mental body, your experience there can be huge in terms of perception. In the physical body, you have sequential perceptions, which means that your synapses happen in a specific speed and you perceive the environment in a sequential speed, following the pattern we created for our physical life, beginning, middle and end.
aquela coisa que nós já criamos na nossa própria vida física, né? Começo, meio e fim.
Therefore, you go on doing things, step by step, to move from one place to another. You walk from one point to another. We are sequential beings in the physical body. In the spiritual body, you move around more easily. These free movements are pretty interesting because when you are going to learn something, you can read quicker.
Quando você, por exemplo, você vai aprender alguma coisa, a tua leitura,
Your perception speed is greatly improved due to the absence of dense energies from the physical body that block the process.
o processo, as energias densas do corpo físico. Agora,
Now,
se você tiver
if you are using the mental body, you have a whole perception.
para você ler um
For
livro,
example,
você vai
to read a
ler
book,
apenas
you can read all the content without having to turn the pages or even following a logical sequence, like page 1, page 2, what we usually have to do.
obrigado a fazer isso, né? Então, as
So the velocities increase as the dimensions become more subtle.
são mais sutis. Daí,
Then,
o que que a
we
gente
have all these dimensions to travel through and you can see things that we are not used to seeing in the physical world.
enxergar coisas que a gente não está acostumado a ver no mundo físico.
For example, a tree in the astral world is quite different.
Ela é bem
It has an energy that we're not used to seeing in the physical body.
acostumado a ver no corpo físico. Você vai
You can look at a person and see their aura, their chakras, spirits.
vai poder ver espíritos.
So, you are in another dimension.
É uma
It's a
dimensão
dimension that allows you to perceive the environment in a clearer way.
ambiente de forma mais ampla. Se você tiver
In the mental body,
você ainda vai ter uma
you can have a
visão
much higher perception, which is very good.
né? Eu fico
I keep thinking that we lose a lot of time in our life wanting more things and forgetting that our effort is essential.
querendo mais coisas, esquecendo que o nosso esforço é fundamental.
It really is. I will tell you, if you want to get something, you need to set that goal, organize yourself. Organization is important for our growth.
Organização é fundamental para que a gente cresça. Quanto mais
The more disorganized you are, the more immature you are.
entendeu?
You are more stuck in the primitive phases of your life. You return to your childhood and adolescence.
infância, para tua adolescência.
So I think we need to organize ourselves and it has a cost, the effort.
Custo do esforço. Mas
But it's worth because you learn more things. You are able to enjoy everything that surrounds you.
o que está à tua volta, a nossa
Our organization is essential. Our internal organization is reflected to our external world. In this way, besides acquiring more knowledge and producing more, your vision of the world becomes clearer.
tua visão de tudo que está à tua volta vai ser muito mais clara.
We're talking about the physical body, the physical dimension, the astral body, that is a more subtle dimension,
Mais sutil.
and also about the mental body that is even more subtle.
Eu penso
I think you can do things in relation to this knowledge.
fazer algumas coisas com relação a esse conhecimento.
We will have a second part of this, day 3 inches, because this is a very rich topic and I will continue talking.
Continuar falando. Mas antes
Before
de falar
that,
pra você,
I want to ask if you can help us by offering a donation to make it possible for us to keep going. We produce everything with love and goodwill so that we all can grow and learn more. Any donation is welcome. We will be very grateful for your help. You can find our website, social media or contact information below in the description of this video. You can see the great work we have. You can participate too, so come and join us. We work with our hearts. The idea is that we really grow and be better day after day. You can talk to us, present your ideas and describe your spiritual experiences with astral projection, clairvoyance. We can also answer your questions as we interact more, get closer and learn together. We also have the work of laying on of hands, since the spirituality, as I think, must bring benefits to others. You can also join us in this specific activity. So, come and participate either remotely or in person. You will like it. Thank you for following our work. We will meet again soon in the next part.
Está acompanhando o nosso trabalho e a gente vai se ver já já na continuação disso que eu estou falando.